Hello and welcome to this edition of the India Development Debate. We told you 2019 was going to be a battle like no other. It's a high-stake battle with extremely high-stake names involved. And yes, the Congress has come out with its most strategic move till on. The suspense is over. Priyanka Gandhi is going to be in charge, Party's General Secretary of Eastern UP. That sends 30 Lok Sabha seats to Parliament, and which is why this becomes a very, very important election. How does this change things for the BJP? Will there be issues that she'll have to deal with, the taint on Robert Vadra, the lack of organization in UP? How does this change things for the coalition between the SP and the BSP? Are we going to see a fresh round of talks happen between the coalition allies and the Congress? So plenty of issues. And how does this really change Battle 2019 going forward? Who better than our four guests who are joining us right here? Sanjay Jha, Nasir Salim, of course Sagarika Ghosh join us right here, and if I can take the discussion forward with Sagarika. And Sagarika, Priyanka Gandhi, General Secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh, and very sensitive part of Uttar Pradesh, which sends about 30 Lok Sabha seats. What's your take? Strategic move on the part of Rahul Gandhi?
Big move on the part of the Congress party, Supriya. Priyanka Gandhi has so far had it very easy. She's had her cake and eaten it too. She's dipped her toes in politics, and then she's gone out of politics, come back again gone out. But now officially she is in politics. She is General Secretary in charge of Eastern UP, and now she is a full-time functioning party leader in the Congress party. I think the messaging is important. I think the messaging is happening just 10 days after their SP-BSP alliance, which is being projected as a winning alliance, and that alliance, of course, the Congress is left out of. But I think the messaging here is that the Congress is energized. It's putting up a fight. It's putting its best foot forward. The Congress is not lying down and playing dead. The Congress is very much in the fight, and it's willing to fight. It has also put Jyotiraditya Scindia in charge of Western UP. This shows that the Congress is playing the politics of spectacle. The Congress is playing young youth leaders. It's playing telegenic faces, photogenic faces, and trying to go for that youth woman vote that they believe that Priyanka Gandhi as well as Jyotiraditya Scindia will get them. I think another important message here, Supriya, is that I think that this is the end of the road for Sonia Gandhi. I think the signal here is that Priyanka is probably going to play the kind of role that Sonia Gandhi was playing, a kind of conciliatory role, someone to whom the party people would go and listen and they would talk to. So I think she is going to take over
the Congress party. And Sanjay Jha, I will come to you. And I think the question that a lot of people will ask, okay, Sagarika, I'll come back to you. You'll have to bear with me. We'll talk about Sonia Gandhi next. But Sanjay Jha, coming to you, what took so long? I mean, if many people believe this is a strategic move, she's your big ace in Eastern UP, all of that said and done, what took so long? And she's supposed to be the natural politician in the family.
Well, I think the 2019 elections, Supriya, I believe is going to be one of the most critical elections in India's parliamentary history. You have a current government that is clearly, hell-bent on destroying Indian democracy. The institutions of governance have been stymied, strangulated, and slaughtered by the Narendra Modi government. And I think there is a lot of political risk at the moment for India's future itself. I mean, look at the state of affairs in our country. We talk about the economy a lot on your channel, but end of day, we are a divided society, a fractured polity, and with a very uncertain future. And Uttar Pradesh is a very critical state. There's no denying that. And the Congress party has, I would believe, a historical base there. We may have dwindled over the last couple of decades with a occasional good performance, but I do believe that, I was in Uttar Pradesh over the weekend, and one could sense the energy and enthusiasm returning in the cadres the moment one knew that one was going to fight the elections alone. And I think with the entry of Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, you can be rest assured that not just in Uttar Pradesh, it's going to galvanize Congress workers all over the country, because you have someone who will support Mr. Rahul Gandhi big time in kind of strengthening the Congress party narrative to defeat the BJP, which we believe is our principal opponent.
Okay, just hold that thought right now, Sanjay Jha, because I will go across to the BJP and I wonder if the BJP is as nervous as you're making it out to be. Mr. Taneja, just to throw some statistics at you, the BJP hasn't done very well in Eastern UP. It just got 4 out of the 29 odd seats that they were in 2009. There is an SP-BSP coalition you have to deal with, and now this new factor of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. You may deny her, you may ridicule her, but you did that with Rahul Gandhi also way too long. This is going to be a potent force that you'll have to reckon with, will it not? And Eastern UP matters, which is perhaps why, for the semantics, we did see the Prime Minister shift to Kashi in 2014.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Priyanka ji. It's good that she has formally now entered politics. She has been around in politics for a long time, but this is just a formal announcement, so it doesn't really make much difference. But at the same time, I think the Congress party has more or less conceded now and more formally that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has miserably failed to provide the leadership. So that's why, according to Congress party sources, they brought out the Brahmastra. Now Priyanka ji is being called Brahmastra by Congress party. If you go by Hindu mythology, you bring out Brahmastra when you are left with nothing else, when you see complete devastation on the horizon. So I don't know how they look at it, but UP, I can tell you that in Uttar Pradesh, they have done whatever they can, but they don't exist in Uttar Pradesh. So what can Priyanka ji do in only 3 months? The party is just not there. So you think they are saying BJP is rattled for what? Nobody, no single party. Forget about BJP. No party is rattled. I think this way they may manage probably, infuse some energy in Amethi and Rae Bareli, which otherwise they might lose. So I think that's probably his focus more is all done for Amethi and Rae Bareli, not for actually Eastern UP and other parts of Uttar Pradesh. Nobody's worried, certainly not BJP, because they don't exist. We don't see them anytime. Even at noon, we don't see Congress party on the horizon there. And other spokesman I was in debate with just 30 minutes ago said Priyanka ji is going to change the political landscape across the country, not only Eastern UP, across the country. So it depends how you do it. But as far as we are concerned, we go by the ground realities,
okay.
go by the ground method. Arithmetic is, in terms of how politics function in Uttar Pradesh. And this is, she has our good wishes, but it makes
Narendra
no
Modi, give me a minute.
as far as the real politics on the ground is concerned.
Narendra Modi, give me a minute, and very quickly, I think you're all right, and I think you will say that Priyanka Gandhi will make no difference. I wonder if Rahul Gandhi is going to be so gullible to just get her for Amethi and Rae Bareli, but that's your opinion, and I think that's the larger opinion that the BJP is sharing. You would want to believe that this is Rahul Gandhi's failure. Experts tend to disagree. But Nasir Salim, I'll come to you, and you went ahead and formed that coalition with the BSP, keeping the Congress out. You undermined the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, thinking a party that had won 3 states could be roughshod over in India's largest electoral ground position, which is Uttar Pradesh. Could there be a rethink on that front given this announcement?
See, Supriya, firstly, I must tell you, we must clarify, we've said this multiple times, that, we have not left out any party. I think it's, our alliance is a function of basically a common vision, which is to ensure that UP first develops and we get a new Prime Minister. But having said that, I think firstly I need to congratulate the Congress party for this great move for them, because I think it's firstly is that we need to salute leadership for women. I think it's the need of the hour. If the Samajwadi Party also, we have candidates where our national president has said it multiple times that we need to get more women in the front as far as leadership is concerned and the way we need to rule the nation, and it's a welcome change and it's a breath of fresh air as far as the Congress party is concerned. I must congratulate them. But having said that, I think as far as discussions of whether if the Congress parties can be a part of this alliance, look, as far as we are concerned, we have rolled out our strategy, Supriya, and the strategy is very clear. We need to work with our party cadres, with the BSP camp, and to ensure, and now there is, frankly speaking, no space left for any other alliances. Yes, we honorably have left 2 seats. 38 seats have gone to the SP, 38 to the BSP, and we've left 2 seats for the Congress party. And obviously, the math to that is merited, which is why we've gone ahead and done this. And beyond that, there is nothing more that I can say as far as the alliance is concerned.
Okay.
For now, we stand committed to what we've already announced.
Nasir. Okay, Nasir, give me a minute. I will go across to Sagarika. And Sagarika, let's talk pure numbers. Let's talk pure polity. Uttar Pradesh isn't just about the largest vote share. It isn't just about 80 seats. It's also where caste is so entrenched. The caste calculus, perhaps, is most visible, most entrenched in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Can Priyanka Gandhi make a difference there? And the reason why I asked that question is that the Muslim, the Dalit, the backward votes is what the SP-BSP coalition was eyeing. The upper caste votes with the 10% quota in place, the BJP was eyeing. Which other caste bastions do you believe Priyanka Gandhi can break? Because that's going to be crucial to electoral success.
Look, so absolutely, Supriya. I don't think that Priyanka Gandhi is going to be able to score major victories for the Congress. Let me put it out there. I think it's also a double-edged sword. I mean, she brings a lot of razzmatazz, she brings glamour, she brings photogenic quality. Let's face it, the media will chase her around everywhere. But it's also a double-edged sword because she gives the BJP the plank of dynastic politics and family Raj and all of that. Also, having said that, I think that the caste politics of Eastern UP is so deeply entrenched and so divided that I don't think you're going to see the OBCs or the Dalits or the Muslims go towards the Congress just because of Priyanka Gandhi. I think the SP-BSP combine looks like it's going to score very well in Uttar Pradesh, and that is going to be the alliance that is favored by the caste arithmetic. I think the Congress's gamble, because let's face it, this is a gamble and a risky move, because if there are two forces that grow very strong, then it's advantage BJP, because then the anti-BJP vote gets cut. But having said that, I don't think the revival of the Congress is going to be that easy. Remember, Supriya, 7.5% vote share in the 2014 general elections, 6.5% vote share in the 2017 assembly elections. The Congress is practically moribund in Uttar Pradesh. It is practically wiped out. So can Priyanka Gandhi in the horribly caste-dominated, caste-divided Eastern UP bring about a revival of the Congress? I don't think so. I think the caste combination is very much with the SP-BSP. I think that the Muslims are not going to desert the SP-BSP, nor are the OBCs going to desert the OBC, unless, of course, the Congress throws its weight behind the 52% quota for OBC. That could divide the OBCs. For the moment, I think Priyanka Gandhi brings glamour and razzmatazz, but I don't think there's going to be a major upswing in the Congress fortunes.
Okay, I don't think politics is done on glamour and razzmatazz, and I think we can choose to disagree on that. She's not just brought in to bring in the glamour and razzmatazz. But having said that, let me just go across to Sanjay Jha. And Sanjay, is the strategic move more aimed at a long-term perspective? I mean, look at what Rahul Gandhi said, that we are here for the long term. Priyanka is capable. Are we looking at her as a more long-term perspective, a more long-term player to revive the Congress in UP? The revival of the Congress is going to be dependent on how it does in states like Uttar Pradesh. You can't write off Uttar Pradesh from the political equation and then believe that the Congress can come roaring back. So do you believe this is a more long-term bet that the party is willing to make with Priyanka Gandhi? I mean, some people on our channel have actually come and said, why could she not be the chief ministerial candidate when elections happen in 2022?
Supriya, very pertinent question, and I respectfully disagree with what Sagarika was trying to make out, as if the appointment of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is a cosmetic one only meant for a photo op. I mean, that's a very preposterous proposition. The fact is that anybody who's worked with her will tell you that she's got very sharp political instincts. She's an astute commentator. I think she makes tremendous connect with people. And, you know, end of day, she's also a very, very canny negotiator. So I think, you know, end of day, she's going to be a fabulous asset for the Congress party going forward. And as I think Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself mentioned during the Amethi visit of his, that this is not about just the next 4 months. I agree with you totally that the Lok Sabha elections are crucial, they're critical. But, you know, there's one point, Supriya, that I need to mention to what even Sagarika said. You know, this assumption that every vote in Uttar Pradesh is going to be done on caste and religion, I think we are probably stretching that argument a bit too far. If you look at the two principal issues that are going to dominate the elections, they're going to be rural distress and, you know, the unemployed youth. And they are, you know, both religion and caste agnostic. I mean, there are Muslims and Hindus and Rajputs and Brahmins and the OBC and the Dalits who are all farmers, who are all unemployed. So I think the Congress party is going to look for a much bigger and a better appeal cutting across what maybe some regional parties may be obsessed with, or what the BJP will obviously try it through its regular playbook. I think the UP election is up for grabs, not just in terms of the Lok Sabha results, but also in terms of what will happen in the assembly a few years from now. And I do want to repeat what Mr. Gandhi said. We respect the political ambitions or the regional constraints of the Samajwadi Party and the BSP. Both these parties are supporting us in some states. We do have a very similar common ideology. I think all the parties do recognize the danger of the BJP under Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. So there is an ideological coherence, and I think also a political compatibility.
I mean, I don't know if the danger can bind all of you together in the other end of the political spectrum. Sanjay Jha, you will have to bear with me. I'm anchoring from a remote. Sanjay, you will have to bear with me. I'm anchoring from a remote location, I know, to other guests. But Naren Taneja, let me preempt a point that you will perhaps make in this debate, because some of your other colleagues have made it in the public domain, and then ask you a question on that. And the point is the taint on Robert Vadra, the fact that there are investigative agencies looking into certain deals that he was a part of. Could that be a baggage that Priyanka Gandhi carries? Is a point that your colleagues in the party have made. I wonder if you made the same point as well. Not so far on the show, so let me preempt that point. But even as I preempt that point, let me ask you the question. If it was going to be such a big baggage, you have not been able to do anything in the over 4.5 years that you've been in office. Anything that you do now is going to be political vendetta.
You see, the point here is that as far as, Priyanka Gandhi's husband is concerned, I mean, agencies are doing their job. These are autonomous, independent agencies, and I mean, they will pursue with the matter in accordance with the law. I don't really think there's going to be any political intervention, or that's, if that had been the case, the story today would have been completely different. We don't believe in that. We believe in law, and the law will take its own course. But that said, the important point is that here the focus is more on Uttar Pradesh, because she has been made General Secretary in charge of eastern part of the Uttar Pradesh. Now the point is that, like Sagarika ji was talking about charisma or glamour and all that, it doesn't work in Uttar Pradesh. Trust me, I'm from Uttar Pradesh. All these things don't work in Uttar Pradesh. I mean, it's really hard politics on the ground. And for that, even if you are Priyanka Gandhi ji or anyone for that matter, you need an organization. And trust me, my personal experience is I don't see Congress as an organization on the ground. Yes, she can come, maybe, capture more space in terms of media and so on and so forth, or maybe even gossip and all that. But the point is the media gossip I'm referring to now, and political gossip I'm referring to. But in terms of the real thing, absolutely nothing for any political party. Forget about a big party like BJP, even Apna Dale, or even his tiniest party, or Shipal Yadav's party need to worry. Because Congress party just doesn't exist. And I think it's a desperate move. It really is a kind of acceptance of the party, Congress party, that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has failed miserably. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself said, now we will play front foot. So what have you been doing so far? Now with Priyanka ji entering, now you're going to play front foot? Is that what you're saying? So he himself admitted that he has failed miserably to provide the leadership. So it's all cold political arithmetic. It's cold ground reality.
I don't know when did he admit that.
It's all to do with the Uttar Pradesh, and I think even if they bring 10 more Priyanka Gandhi Jis, it's not going to change the picture for Congress party on the ground in Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, there aren't 10 more Priyanka Gandhis to be brought in. There is only one Priyanka Gandhi. My political experience and exigencies tell me that you should be a worried lot, but of course the BJP has its own choices to make. Give me a minute, I'll go across to Nasir Salim. And Nasir, you're saying the existing alliance is very much intact, nothing's going to change there, but you do realize that if there is a dent to be made, you could be at the receiving end of the dent. Are you going to be stubborn as an opposition? Because if your whole idea is to defeat the BJP, would you rather not do it more comprehensively, not altogether?
Supriya, I'll tell you, so I hear your question as far as the, vote bank transfers basically is what you're trying to insinuate, and the dent that will happen. But see, I'll tell you, I think right now the agenda is very simple, Supriya. The Congress party has a strategy. They've announced it. They've got Priyanka Gandhi ji on it. We have a strategy. We've gone ahead and announced it because we need to ensure that the BJP needs to be rooted out of power as far as UP and the entire nation is concerned. And we need to respect that. If the Congress feels that by getting in a certain leader of theirs, they're going to come in and disrupt and ensure that the BJP is out of power, we are happy. That's their strategy. We need to respect that. And as far as we are concerned, we don't feel we're not worried, because we've done our math very well, and we feel that there is a certain vote percentage, there is a certain common vision program, as I told you, there is a certain allegiance to the fact that we want to get. We know what is happening in UP. At the ground level, everything was collapsed. And if we don't ally with the BSP and SP together, we will ensure that the BJP comes back into power, which is what the biggest challenge is, because they use propaganda, fake news, they use everything
Nasser
possible.
Salim, give me a minute. I will have to go across to. Okay. Okay, so Nasser Salim, I'm sorry, I'll have to cut you short there. I'll have to go to Sagarika, and please make this brief, Sagarika. The reality also is, and we work in media, and we know this more than anybody else does, that Priyanka Gandhi is a novelty factor. Do you believe the one big risk that the ruling coalition runs right now is that she's perhaps going to be getting far more eyeballs? The media is perhaps going to rally a lot more around everything that she does than it has traditionally around the Congress. And what will this mean for BJP? Because for the BJP, the optics, the media and all of that has been very crucial in the euphoric rise.
Absolutely, Supriya. When I said glamour and photo op, I didn't mean it as a negative. I think it's a positive, because Mr. Modi is about glamour and photo op. Let's face it, this is the age of the politics of spectacle, the age of the politics of the spectacular. This is the age of communication. It's the age of media. It's the age of the photo op. So Mr. Modi plays that kind of politics very well. So when I said that about Priyanka Gandhi, it's not necessarily a negative. The fact that she has that photogenic photo op quality is, I think, something that the Congress is lacking, and I think it's a strategic, bold move by the Congress to actually play that. But having said that, Supriya, I think there is something, and this also having covered UP, and I've covered UP for 2 decades. There is a mystique surrounding the Gandhi woman. This is in a way the land of Indira Gandhi. I'm sure the Congress will go all out to draw parallels between Indira Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi. And I think particularly the woman factor and the youth factor is something that the BJP should worry about, because Mr. Modi has made the Namdar versus Kamdar slogan his calling card. He's abused the dynasty, he abuses the family, he abuses the Gandhi family. But if he directs very vile abuse against a woman and against a young woman, and particularly against a young Gandhi woman in Uttar Pradesh, I wonder how that will go down with the voters. Because the fact is, I think that the Priyanka Gandhi factor will probably work the best among the youth, and this is a demographic that the Congress has neglected, because remember, every poll we have seen that the 18 to 25 age group goes generally to Mr. Modi. So I think with Priyanka there, I think she has a potential with the youth, but more importantly than the youth, I think she will reach out to the women. We have seen Priyanka at the time, Supriya at the time of Indira Gandhi, how she ruled Rae Bareli. Of course, Rae Bareli was the constituency of Feroz Gandhi. He won there in 52 and 57, and then Indira Gandhi won those victories, and then Sonia Gandhi, the outsider, complete outsider who went there as a Gandhi woman, also won. I think this election probably Sonia Gandhi will not contest. I don't think you will have 3 members of the Gandhi family contest.
We'll have to go across to Sanjay Jha. I don't have the time. I will have to end this, and I will have to go across to Sanjay Jha. And Sanjay, a quick last word to you. What does this mean for the political career for Sonia Gandhi? Has the sun set there? Is she now ready to hang up her boots as far as Indian politics is concerned? And will we see Rahul Gandhi as Congress president and Priyanka perhaps as his most trusted lieutenant going forward?
Well, Supriya, let me tell you that I think the contribution of Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji has been absolutely extraordinary, and she will continue to be, playing a very critical guiding role even going forward. Now, I don't want to speculate or tell you what's going to happen in terms of who's going to fight the Rae Bareli elections, but the larger, I think, messaging that we have done today is to tell the people of India that the Congress party will do everything possible to ensure that this great country, where everybody who fought for the freedom of India, the democracy that we cherish, I think we are never going to allow those values of being a liberal, progressive, secular democracy to be demolished by the BJP and the RSS. And I think, today, given the state of affairs we have,
because I think this is another debate that we need to have. But Sanjay Jha, I am sorry, I will have to wrap up things here. I think it is a huge move by Rahul Gandhi deciding to bring in Priyanka Gandhi into the electoral foray. Many people question why is she not there. She herself said she's taking time off to look after her kids. But this is her big electoral foray, and this is perhaps going to be baptism by fire, because she's going to be General Secretary in charge of Eastern UP, a very sensitive part of Uttar Pradesh. And remember, Uttar Pradesh will decide who forms the next government in New Delhi. If the BJP can be brought down to a 20-25, it will be a non-BJP government in the centre. If the BJP stays at a 40, trust me, they will be able to cobble a coalition together. So Uttar Pradesh is going to be decisive. The Congress going with its best bets right now. Priyanka Gandhi for Eastern UP, Jyotiraditta for the West. But right now, I think the big headline is that Priyanka Gandhi makes her electoral debut. She's a trusted lieutenant of her brother. She is perhaps going to decide the political discourse, at least India's most populous state is concerned.